Hello and welcome back to my channel. Say hi. If you clicked on this video, it's because you read the title, obviously, and you are thinking whatever relationship that you have in your life, is this the person that is meant to be in my life, whether it's a friend, whether it's a partner? And so I am very confident that by the end of the video, you will have your answer to this question. This is something that I've had to go through a lot in my 20s, losing a lot of people, changing, etc. And I've lost some great people and I've lost some not so great people. But in this video, I'm gonna just go through the secret that I have found, because I love in life how in school you get the lesson and then you get the test. In life, you tend to get the test and then you get the lesson. So I'm gonna walk through some of the tests that I've had and the lessons that I've gotten from it. And by the end, I'll just kind of summarize what I've found about how you can know, or how I know whether someone is meant to be in my life or not. Because the answer is gonna be more on you than you think, So I'll start in with one of my friends from university. I'll call her Anna. Like, Anna and I were best friends. We met like first year of university, so when I was 18. She was really, really cool. She was like a really good swimmer, and then she came to university and she's an engineer. Such a badass. We were like friends for years, and something that we kind of bonded over in our second year was she was like dieting in the first year, trying to lose weight, and I like had an eating disorder since I was 13. So we kind of bonded over that struggle and trying to be better and trying to learn and stuff. And then it got to the point where after university, she actually did get better. She got help. She sought treatment. I kind of fell into another phase where I was dieting again. So at that point, I could feel her like pulling back. And me, at that point of time, I was more anxious about people leaving my life as well. So I kind of just cut her off as a friend. Like, I tried to talk to her, but she wasn't really talking to me. And so then I got upset. And when I say we were close friends, like, we were really close friends. We were like sisters. I went over to Belgium for Christmas, stuff like that. Like, we talked all the time. We lived together for like a year. But at the end of the day, one second. In the morning, I swear to God, I really just need a sec. Okay, I don't even know what that was. But yeah, when I told her I didn't want to be friends anymore, she was just like, okay. I forget exactly how it went after that, but I remember some point like 2 years later, I was like, do you want to grab coffee? I felt like kind of bad. I was also in like a low place and all that sort of stuff. And she was just like, no, I'm good. And so with that, the lesson that I have now, being like 27 and going through other things, was I pushed that person away by not being better. Like, that person was outgrowing me, and I really didn't have the emotional regulation tools to not freak out when that person was pulling away from me. And I also just didn't let that person just leave my life, and I didn't level up with them. And so that, that's on me. And the second story I'll tell you, let's go for my first boyfriend. We'll call him Logan. So Logan was this like Italian guy. We met when I was in London. I was like 22 at the time. We met on Bumble. And so he asked me out, and we went to this like really nice dinner. We kind of had like this whirlwind romance. He was like my first boyfriend ever. Honestly, treated me like a princess until we slept together. And then a week after, when he was pulling away, in true Laura fashion, I broke up with him. And I do think that was the right thing to do. I was like, why is he all of a sudden pulling back? Like, this is what's going on. We've only been together for like 2 months. And so then I just broke up with him. Lo and behold, like a week later, he's like, I want to get back together. I'm sorry. I was like, this is what I need. And so then he said he would do that. And then like 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, I have no idea, I found out that he had this like ex-girlfriend that he was still really close friends with. And then she like spent the night over at her house because she was like in the hospital. So I was like, hell no. And well, actually at first I was like really devastated. And then we were on the phone And he was like, oh, I have to be at like my cousin's birthday or whatever. And so he's supposed to come over after. And then he canceled that. And then I was like, no, this is definitely over. And that's when, I mean, I hope I would have done that anyway because he cheated on me. My second boyfriend cheated on me too, and I broke up with him. I just think the trust is gone. But then I just like cut it off at that point. That was the decision that I made. And it was very hard after. I cried so much. And it took like a few months, honestly, for me to get over that person because I still think I had this underlying anxiety that I was the problem, even though I knew that the behavior wasn't acceptable and that I deserved better. Like something like that just always shakes your world, no matter how long you've been dating someone. But I'll get into this later. I think I definitely like rushed into relationships too fast. But this like underlying anxiety made it really hard for me to separate from this person. I mean, I didn't talk to him after that. Like I did like a few times when things would go wrong and I would just like reach out in a moment of weakness, but whatever, that's, you're in your early 20s. What are we going to be, perfect? Like I'm still stupid. I was stupid then, I'm stupid now, and we're all just figuring it out. So, but for the most part, I just cut that off. And so in that circumstance, I did the thing that was like protective over myself, and that was like healthy for me, right? So that person was not meant to be in my life because within my standards, within what I can handle, that person was not able to meet me where I was at. And I think with those two stories, what I really want to get at is, if you're cutting someone out of your life, is it because you can't handle it because you're not growing? Or is it because they are going beyond what you can genuinely handle? In terms of like self-respect and protecting yourself. So if you're asking yourself right now whether someone is meant to be in your life or not, I would ask yourself, like, are you the person that you want to be? Are you growing? Are you stable? And you know, we're never going to be perfect. Like we're all always just figuring it out. Like even me, like I feel like life is difficult. Life is, you know, it will test us in ways just to see how strong we are. But I feel very emotionally regulated and at peace in those times now, whereas before, I definitely did not. So I would make decisions from a place of emotion. I was still struggling with like my eating disorder stuff. I hadn't gone through the journey that I had to go through in order to be where I am at now. And I think, frig, I said her name, whatever. Emma, what did I say her name was? No, I don't want to have to start this whole video over, but I hate editing. No. All right, I'm gonna have to edit this video. That sucks. Emma, whatever I said that her name was. She. I think it was smart that she cut her, like that she just let me go and that she didn't let me back into her life, because at the time, like, I wasn't in a place to be her friend. You know, she was outgrowing me, and I think that that's okay. Like that was a lesson for me, and you know, I think it's okay. Like I just had to make peace with it, with making the mistake. But with Luca, for example, I think that was hard, but good for me. And the fact that it was hard, if it's hard for you to let go of someone who's treating you badly as well, you probably do have some inner work to do. Now, I will say, like, if you're obviously like married to someone for a long time or you're friends with someone for a long time, that level of betrayal is really gonna hurt. But the reaction that I had internally, the experience that I had internally, was that I still wanted to be with this person. Whereas now I find that when people disrespect me, it's unattractive to me and I lose interest. So there was like a level of healing that needed to go on. So when you are looking at whether this person is meant to be in your life or not, ask yourself, do I want to cut this person off because I'm not ready to grow again? Or is it because I want to protect myself? Is it because I feel like I am resentful? I feel like this is just beyond what I can handle as a person. Like I feel like I deserve better. I think that's a big one that will come up. Not to say that like we're deserving of anything, but there are like certain standards, right, that are like healthy, normal standards where it's like, it's protective, it's discerning. So if someone goes beyond that and your thought is, wow, I need to protect myself, I think that that's a very good indication that that person is not meant to be in your life. Also, are you giving up your dreams for this person? Are you sacrificing for this person? Do you know how to be a healthy, independent person? I still struggle with this. I just, like, if I have a person, I just would love to spend all day, every day with them. But unfortunately, like, I feel healthier when I'm spending less time with someone and I'm like able to pursue my dreams and get my stuff done. That's when I truly feel my best, right? But I feel most comfortable when I'm spending a lot of time with someone. But can we find that balance where we can be healthy, independent people? Can you be that? Are you looking for something in that person that you don't have? Does the idea of losing this person devastate you? Because even in a marriage, I think you need to know deep down that you can be without that person and that you can leave in order for it to be a truly healthy relationship. Now, I'm not saying like you always just think like, oh, I want to leave this person, but like if you had to, you could. You need that level of self-sufficiency. I think I used to look for someone to rescue me subconsciously or someone else to make me feel safe. I had to become that for myself in order to become the person that I wanted to be. And I'm still on that journey, but I feel like I am her. I really feel like I am her. That's my TED Talk for the day. I'm like phone fasting, I'm food fasting, so it's like, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna film a video, I guess. So hope you enjoyed this, or at least it gave you some clarity. Maybe you didn't enjoy this advice. I certainly didn't enjoy advice like this when I was going through stuff. But leave me any comments. I'll try to read them. I'm bad at that, but love ya. See you next time.